Yeah, hello, Blossom Buds. Howdy. Let me quick double check one thing before we start here. Yeah, oh, you know what? I realized my microphone is a bit quieter than usual since, I think I unplugged it and I plugged it back in while I was gaming with friends the other day. So, this should be fine. This should be better. Okie dokie. Let's get started. Yeah, hello! Hi, every kitty. Welcome on back to the forest with Momo. We're gonna be doing some more warrior cats reading tonight. So I hope y'all have come prepared with snackies, your favorite blankie, maybe a beverage or two to stay hydrated. And yeah, it's been a while since we had last read. I think we did this sometime last month or the month before that. And yeah, as I mentioned, I just tweaked my microphone a little bit, so please do not hesitate to let me know if I need to do any adjustments for that. Yes, hi Kate-chan, good to see you. Thanks so much for stopping in. Always happy to see some familiar faces in chat. Alright, every kitty, so when we last read, it looks like we stopped on chapter 15. Now, I'm pretty sure during that stream I kept going on about how, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we're almost done with the book. Pretty sure there's only 15 chapters, but we got to chapter 15 and I'm like, oh shoot, there's more. So, let me Google that real fast. How many chapters are in Warrior Cats Book 1? See how far along we are. It says Into the Wild, the first book, has approximately, I don't know why it says 20 to 24 chapters. I was gonna say it was 25. So maybe we have about roughly 10 more chapters. So yeah, we're definitely at least at the halfway marker, I'd say. Yeah, hello, Fluffy! So happy we can make it to the stream tonight. You were able to catch the bus for our field trip back out into the forest to do some more warrior cats reading. Yeah, it's closing on up, and we're just about to get started here. You came at just the right time. Alright, so here we are, chapter 15. Blue Star stood and began to pad toward Mothermouth. Tiger Claw walked beside her, matching her stride step for step. Come on, Ravenpaw, called Greypaw. Ravenpaw was still sitting on the rock, staring up at the rocks. At Greypaw's mew, he stood and began to follow slowly. Firepaw realized his friend had hardly said a word the whole journey. Is he just worried about Shadow Clan? Or is there something else troubling him? Firepaw wondered. It took the cats only a few moments to reach Mothermouth. Firepaw stood on the threshold and peered inside. The blackness beyond the stone archway was darker than the cloudiest night. Firepaw narrowed his eyes, trying to see where the tunnel led, but he couldn't see a thing. Beside him, Greypaw and Ravenpaw craned their heads nervously around the entrance. Even Tiger Claw seemed unsettled by the black hole ahead of them. we have a fellow helper, an unexpected collab. if y'all, anything else you want to add? That's Momo's kitty Kilala, my calico kitty. I realize I posted so many photos of Rudy on the Twitter in the blue sky. I gotta share more photos of Kilala knitting for y'all. She's playing with one of her favorite toys, which is the spiral spring. Hi, to see you, friend. Hi, pretty kitty Momo-tan. Yeah, hello. Thank you for coming on in to tonight's stream with her. Hope that you're doing well. I know that the last thing I saw you write to the Discord chat was that you're feeling under the weather, so I hope you're starting to feel good. Just got back from your work party. I hope you had a lot of fun with that. That's awesome. Hope you got lots of yummy food and enjoyed your time with your coworkers. Yeah, so for tonight's stream, which I forgot to mention at the start, it's only probably gonna be like 1 to 2 hours, I'd say, since Ed will be back. He said he'd be done around 9, so maybe around 9:30, 10 we'll stop. It's currently 7:28 p.m. almost time, so yeah. Just like yesterday, we're just gonna stream as much as possible and enjoy our time together. But let's see here, we're in the middle of chapter 15. Even Tiger Claw seemed unsettled by the black hole ahead of him. Who's saying this? Is it Tiger Claw? How will we find our way in such darkness? He asked. I will know the way, answered Blue Star. Just follow my scent. Ravenpaw and Greypaw, you will remain on guard outside. Firepaw, you will accompany me and Tiger Claw to the Moonstone. Firepaw felt a thrill jolt through him. What an honor! Firepaw glanced sideways at Tiger Claw. The warrior sat with his chin boldly raised, but Firepaw could detect a subtle fear scent coming from him. It grew stronger as Blue Star stepped forward into the darkness. Tiger Claw shook his mighty head and patted after Blue Star. With a brief nod to the other apprentices, Firepaw followed. Had pizza? Oh my goodness! Yeah, you can never go wrong with a good pizza. Fun soft drinks like lemonade. Bowled high escape. Oh, and you did some bowling too. I think the last time Momo did any bowling was in the Philippines, and that was actually a lot of fun. Played some arcade games on Yaisu. When I tried to redeem for tickets, it said, none of them though. You won over 2,000. Hopefully they compensated that for ya. Hope you're able to walk away with some nice prizes. Yeah, sounds like you had a pretty good time. I'm glad to hear that. Inside the cave, his eyes still detected nothing. The complete and utter blackness felt strange. But he was surprised to find that he wasn't frightened. His eagerness to discover what lay ahead was stronger. The cold, damp air reached through his thick fur and into his bones, stiffening his muscles. Even the coldest nights did not hold the same chill as the air here. This ground has never known the warmth of the sun, thought Firepaw, feeling the rocks smooth like ice beneath his paws. Freezing air filled his lungs with each breath until he felt lightheaded. Wasn't worried. I was too tired to do anything with tickets. It was getting around 8, so I had to get home before construction traffic. Oh yeah, definitely have to remember all that stuff too. That was smart of me though. Yeah. Well, the important part is as long as you have fun, that's all that matters, right? Also a little side note. When Momo was reading this as a little kitten growing up, I always kind of envisioned the Moonstone like the ice stone that you all need to use for like evolving Eevee into Glaceon. I thought that was a fair comparison. He followed Blue Star and Tiger Claw through the darkness, judging his way by scent and feel alone. They were walking along a tunnel that sloped down and down, winding first one way and then the other. Firepaw's whiskers brushed the side of the cave, telling him where to walk and where to turn. His nose told him that Blue Star and Tiger Claw were only a tail length ahead of them. On and on they went. How far have we come? Firepaw wondered. Then he felt a tingle in his whiskers. This is kitty senses. The air in his nostrils seemed fresher than before. He sniffed again. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Relieved to smell the familiar world above. He could smell peat and prey and the scent of heather. There must be a hole somewhere in the roof of the tunnel. Where are we? He mewed into the darkness. We have entered the cave of the Moonstone, came Blue Star's soft reply. Wait here. It will be moon high soon. Ah, thank you so much for the headpats right there. Arigato. I find my things here. Yay! Thank you. Much appreciated. You know what? I realized maybe I should change up my hairstyle. Not this one. Let's do this one. You scroll down a little bit here. Firepaw folded his hind legs under him on the chilly stone floor and waited. He could hear the steady breathing of Blue Star and the more rapid, fear-scented panting of Tiger. Tiger Claw's scared. Silly cat. Suddenly, in a flash more blinding than the setting sun, the cave was lit up. Firepaw's eyes were wide open after the blackness of the tunnel. He closed them quickly against the cold white light. Then slowly he opened them in the tiny slits and peered ahead. He saw a gleaming rock which glittered as if it were made from countless dewdrops. The Moonstone! Firepaw looked around. In the cold light reflected from the stone, he could make out the shadowy edges of a high-roofed cavern. The Moonstone rose up from the middle of the floor, 3 tail lengths high. Blue Star was staring upward, her fur bleached white in the glow of the Moonstone. Even Tiger Claw's dark pelt shone silver. Firepaw followed Blue Star's gaze. High in the roof was an opening that revealed a narrow triangle of night sky. The moon was casting a beam of light through the hole, down onto the Moonstone, making it sparkle like a star. Beside him, Firepaw smelled Tiger Claw's fear scent growing, until it became overpowering. Gosh, Tiger Claw, so stinky. Firepaw felt startled. The warrior sees something else here? Something dangerous? He saw a flash of movement, felt fur rush past him, and heard the fleeing paw steps of Tiger Claw racing back to the entrance. What is up with this cat? What did he see? It's like he saw a ghost. Firepaw? Blue Star's voice was quiet and calm. I'm still here, he answered nervously. What frightened Tiger Claw? Or what oh, I don't think he said that, but he was wondering, what had frightened Tiger Claw? Blue Star? Firepaw mewed again, and she didn't answer. His heart was beating fast, making the blood roar in his ears. It is all right, young warrior. Don't be afraid, Blue Star murmured. Her calm voice settled him a little. I think Tiger Claw was surprised by the power of the Moonstone. In the world above, Tiger Claw is a fearless and mighty warrior. But down here, where the spirits of Starkland speak, a cat needs a different kind of strength. What do you feel, Firepaw? Firepaw sniffed the air deeply and forced his body to relax. Only my own curiosity, he admitted. That is good, Blue Star replied. Firepaw looked back at the Moonstone. His eyes had gotten used to its light, and he was no longer dazzled. Dazzled, same thing. Instead, it soothed him. With a twitch of his tail, he remembered his dream. This was the brilliant ball of light he had seen. Y'all remember that? I kind of before, I think. The Pokemon game is making fun of me. It had to bring out Slowpoke. A question, why is your camera zooming in and out? It's because I'm using a program called Shoost. I think I found out about it in my first or second year of YouTubing. Yeah, it's just a program that you can use to just, kind of set the tone, the scene of the stream. Yeah, I just thought it was suiting. We've had this before. We've used it during, previous Warrior Cats reading streams. Yeah, just some fun angles to do while we're doing our ASMRing. Also, let's see. I'm gonna let my tail not be static no more. Let's see how well it behaves. It was kind of wonking my model out a little bit earlier. Sometimes my tail movement is too powerful, I think. Alright, let's see here. Spellbound, Firepaw watched as Bluestar padded up to the stone and lay down beside it. She raised her head forward and touched the moonstone with her nose. Her blue eyes sparkled with its reflection for a moment before she closed them. Now she rested her head on her paws, her eyelids flickering, her paws twitching occasionally. Was she sleepy? She fell asleep pretty fast. Then Firepaw remembered Greypaw's words. New leaders have to sleep near the stone. As they sleep, they have special dreams. I don't remember this virus I have makes up. Oh, I see. Yeah. Just as a program made by some kitty. I got it through Patreon. I had to do a subscription plan, and yeah, I have a lot of fun with it. Actually, if y'all remember Momo's music video for Getcha, I used Shust a lot for that. Yeah, Shust has a lot of other cool things, like I can do rain effects, I can also do sparkle effects. Actually, yeah, I have some of it being used right now, actually. And yeah, not only does it do cool stuff for a background, it also makes Momo's model the lighting different as well. Yeah, so I really like it a lot. Frosty! Hi, welcome in! So glad to see you, friend. How are you doing? Hope your week has been going well so far. Oh, and arigato for the hydrate. I'll do that right now. We are reading Warriors Into the Wild. We are on chapter 15, and I think there's 24 chapters, going based off of what I googled a little bit ago. Howdy, meowdy, in whisper mode. Yes, welcome in, Frost. Glad to see you. Hi, Bunny! Welcome on into the Idiom stream. Yes, that's right, chat. We are multi-streaming tonight on both Idiom and Twitch. Bunny, how's it going? Welcome. Tonight we are reading for our daily stream. We are reading Warrior Cats Into the Wild. Are you familiar with this series? Gosh, this came out back in 2009. Now, here we are. He waited. The chill was not so intense here, but still he found himself shivering. He had no idea how much time had passed, but suddenly the rock stopped glowing. The cavern was plunged into darkness once more. Firepaw looked out up to the opening in the roof of the cavern. The moon had passed on, out of sight. All that remained were tiny stars shimmering in blackness. Firepaw could just make out the pale shape of his leader, lying beside the moonstone. He wanted to call out her name, but did not dare break the silence. Doing alright, just relaxing. Wahoo! I missed the other stream yesterday. Oh, that's quite alright, yeah. For yesterday's and today's stream, I did not really make any live stream announcement posts other than just kind of letting everybody know that was active in the Discord server. I think after Momo was done. Oh no, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I was off there. Let everybody know before Ed headed out to work that I was gonna prepare to stream shortly. So yeah, I'm gonna be going back to posting though whenever we do go live on Twitter, definitely by Thursday. When we have Momo's soft debut for her 3.0 model. But you know what I should do? I'm trying to get my ping set up for Discord so that y'all can have specific roles if you want to be pinged for Twitch streams or YouTube videos or whenever we do YouTube live streams, TikTok videos, all that stuff. I know in Poyon's Discord server she has it at everyone that role. Whenever she goes live, that works too. But Yeah. But I also figured since I'm only gonna be live for like an hour or two, it's like, yeah, whatever happens to make it, makes it. And then I always leave my VODs up for any kitty that missed it. So, yeah, no worries at all, bro. Yeah, glad you can make it to this one. After more endless moments, she spoke to him. Firepaw, are you still there? Her voice sounded more remote and agitated. Yes, Blue Star. Firepaw heard Blue Star's paw steps approaching. Hurry, she hissed. He felt her fur brush past him. We must return to camp. Did she get some sort of, message from Star Clan saying that their clan is being attacked at camp? Firepaw raced after her, astonished by the speed with which she rushed through the darkness. He followed her. How many times are they gonna say darkness or blackness? We need a counter. He followed her scent blindly up and up the stone tunnel until she led him safely back to the outside world. Tigerclaw was waiting at the opening beside Greypaw and Ravenpaw as Blue Star and Firepaw climbed out of the cave. His expression was cold and his fur was slightly ruffled, but he sat motionless and dignified. Tigerclaw? Blue Star greeted him, but did not mention the warrior cat's flight from the depths. Tigerclaw relaxed a little. What did you learn? We must return to camp immediately, Blue Star meowed briefly. Firepaw saw a look of desperation in his leader's eyes. Now the horror of his dream forced its way back into his memory. The fleeing cats, the great dark warriors, the ear-splitting wail of distress. Firepaw tried to ignore the cold fear that gripped his muscles and follow Blue Star as she and the others raced down the dark slope away from Mother Mouth. Was his nightmare vision about to come true? And then there was chapter 16. By the way, how is the ambiance? Maybe Momo can turn it up just a little bit? Just a little bit more? I don't know how that is. Also, I spent some time looking into which ambient sound that I wanted to use exactly. Oh, okay. We're using lazy summer afternoon ambiance, 8 hours, gentle river, and bird sounds for relaxation. I tried to specifically go for one where the birds weren't like constantly chirping in your ear. Because there were definitely some where the ambiance is just like birds cackling for 12 hours long. And I've been wanting to get one of these streams with some river in the background because that's what Momo really enjoys. Nothing wrong with a nice, cozy time by the river. Alright, chapter 16. Let me hydrate. We should just make a rule to hydrate after every chapter. Oh, Blossom Bud, what pleasure. Absolutely. Let's see here. I'll go from my young folks to Blossom Bud. Thank you so much for the reading, Reaper. Very fitting to hold the cats. A cat girl holding a cat while reading warrior cats. Alright, chapter 6. Love this stream, yay! Oh, thank you so much, Bunny. Oh, loves reading to her Blossom Buds, and especially doing voice acting. Lets me practice a little bit. They headed back the way they had come. The moon had disappeared behind a bank of clouds. It was dark, but at least the thunderpath was quieter now. The only monster they heard was far off in the distance. The cats crossed the path together and pushed their way through the hedge on the other side. Firepaw could feel his muscles growing stiff with tiredness as they hurried on. Blue Star kept up a swift pace with her nose thrust forward and her tail high. Tigerclaw loped beside her. Firepaw followed a few paces behind with Greypaw, but Ravenpaw was flagging. Keep up, Ravenpaw, Tigerclaw growled over his shoulder. Ravenpaw flinched and bounded forward until he caught up with Firepaw and Greypaw. Are you okay? Firepaw asked. Yes, Ravenpaw panted, not meeting Firepaw's eyes. I'm just a bit tired. They scrambled down a deep ditch and up over the other side. What did Tiger Claw say when he came out of the cave? Firepaw meowed, trying not to sound too curious. He probably didn't say much. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. Blue Star just asked me to stand out here with you guys. He wanted to check that we were still guarding the entrance. Of course he used that excuse. Why? Firepaw hesitated. Did you sense anything strange about him? He asked. Only that damp old cave. Graypaw mewed, looking surprised. He seemed a little edgy, ventured Ravenpaw. He wasn't the only one, Graypaw meowed, looking at the black cat. What do you mean? Asked Graypaw, or Ravenpaw. So many paws. They're all apprentices right now. Momo, welcome on into the Alien stream for the first time. My name is Monica Sakurai and I'm a Cherry Blossom Cat Girl idol. Such a pleasure to meet you. We're in the Cat Cafe here called Positively Correction Pastry, so if you'd like, please do take a seat and enjoy this stream. I see that you're also new to EDM. Hope you're enjoying your time on the app so far. On Momo's Cafe special menu tonight, we are reading Warriors Into the Wild. We are also multi-streaming live on Twitch if you'd like to join us over there as well. Okay, did we read this part of Graypaw? Oh no. Just that the fur on your neck stands up whenever you see him these days, whispered Graypaw. You nearly jumped out of your skin when he came out of the cave. He just surprised me, that's all, Ravenpaw protested. You have to admit, it was a bit creepy by Mothermouth. I suppose so, agreed Graypaw. Yay, I finished the books already! Ta-da! A fellow warrior cat's enjoyer. I think Momo probably stopped. I definitely read the first series of books. So like Into the Wild 2, whichever one it was. And then I want to say I probably stopped around the second series. I guess I did not find the time to read, but I think I maybe stopped on the second or third book in the series after the first one. So, yeah. I wanted to start reading them together with chat, so yeah, eventually I'll get all caught up with the series, but I actually have quite a few Warrior Cats books regardless of, not reading too far into it. Because I've collected some from like Thrifting or my cousin Bees also was a fellow Warrior Cats fan, so she gave me a lot of her books from the later series too, so yeah. I have like all of the OG covers from the first series that was printed. And now, last time I was at Barnes & Noble, I noticed that they reprinted them. They have new art for that. So, but yeah. I was a Warrior Cats girly pop through and through back when the series first came out in 2009, and I did everything from like the RPG website to also of course enjoying the animatics, the AMVs on YouTube, and yeah, I just love everything about Warriors. Being a cat girl and all, It's like how, some girls like to be horse girls and they like love watching Spirit and My Little Pony and horseback riding and all that. Momo was a cat girl. So yeah, we are on book 1 still. We are on chapter 16. We just finished reading through it. Himonyon! Arigato, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate the support. Let me see where we're at now. 594! Y'all! Twitch buds, Arian buds. Thank you so much. We are so close to 600 here on Idiom. I was not expecting to get this far so quickly. So, arigato, thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to Momo. Hi, Plum! Hi, good to see you too! Welcome in! We're reading Warriors, book 1, Into the Wild. We're on chapter 16. We're in the middle of it. Glad you can make it. Hi, Yummy! Hi! Oh my goodness, welcome in, Raiders! We got raided by Nemi! So good to see you! Let me give me a shout out! What were y'all up to? Super Mario 64! I loved playing that game as a little kitten. Nemi, I hope you had a wonderful time with your community. Thank you so much for stopping in. Let me give a quick introduction. Hello! For those of you that do not know me, I am Momo Sakurai, chair of Boston Cat Girl Idol. It's a pleasure to meet you. I run the cat cafe here called Positively Perfection Pastries, so if you like, please do take a seat and enjoy the stream. Maybe order something off of our yummy, delicious cafe menu. For this evening's special on the menu, we have Warrior Cats into the Wild. We are still in the process of reading book 1, but we are about a little over halfway done with it, I'd say. We have 10 more chapters to go. So yeah, we'll see how far we get tonight. It's probably going to be a bit more of a shorter stream compared to what we usually do during our week-long streamathons, which is coming up on Thursday. And we'll start doing like 3, 4, 5, usually between 4 to 5, 6 hour streams. But yeah. Yummy! If you have to read and dash, I totally understand. Just make sure to get yourself a little after stream snack, something to hydrate with, and enjoy the rest of your day. Good to see you! Speaking of pastries or soft drinks, Momoko, I want to give you a milkshake as a beverage tonight. We have that on the menu. Yeah, I can see what I can do with that. Let's take a look-see together. So I apologize if I was a little late to address the raid. For some reason, I gotta like fix it in my OBS so that I get the sound notification as well. But I'm pretty sure it sounds on stream. But thank you again, Yummy, for bringing your community on over this way to Momo's Cafe. Well, I guess in this case, the forest. We're on a bit of a field trip tonight. But yeah, I'll take good care of them. I'm not sure if I have... Do I have a thingy, Michiki? Oh yeah, and then of course, if y'all do not know, I'm also in Love-Chu with Nami as well. I'm Nami Senpai. Okay, I might just have to have another one. Let's say what snack. I'm surprised, maybe it just kinda like got drowned out within like all my different things here. I said a milkshake, right? There's this. I think it's a Valentine's Day shake. A little large, I'll be sure to... What's for like a soda? But I'll put it over here. I feel like maybe that's the best I can do. I'll put it right next to Firestar. Maybe Firestar wants to sit. Okay. So right there. Perfect. Arigato. Let me just put it within my assets here. Well, I can share. Milkshake with a fish cookie inside of it. Okay, coming right up. Oh, that's so kind of me too. Buy a drink for Momo. Hi, Slothman. Welcome in. So happy we can make it to tonight's stream. We'll get back into reading Warrior Cats here. Hope you've been doing well. Hope every man's week has been going good so far. The cat slipped under the hedge into a cornfield that glowed silver in the moonlight, and followed the ditch that ran around its edge. So, what was it like inside, Firepaw? Greypaw demanded. Did you see the moonstone? Yes, I did. It was amazing. Firepaw felt his fur tingle at the memory. Greypaw shot him an admiring glance. So it's true. The rock really does shine underground. Firepaw didn't reply. Closed his eyes for a moment, savoring the image of the moonstone that dazzled his mind. Then pictures from his dream crowded into his head, and his eyes shot open. Bluestar was right. They had to get back to camp as quickly as they could. Ahead, Tigerclaw and Bluestar had leaped through the fence, out of the cornfield. The apprentices followed, squeezing under the fence, onto an earth track. It was the path that led past the two-leg nest and the dogs. Firepaw looked up and saw Bluestar and Tigerclaw trotting tirelessly together, silhouetted against the skyline, tinged with red. The sun would be rising soon. Look! He called to Greypaw and Ravenpaw. An unfamiliar cat had jumped out in front of the two warriors. "It's a loner," hissed Grey Paw. The three apprentices hurried forward. The stranger was a stout black and white Tom, shorter than the warriors. Is this Smudge again? Let's see. The stranger was a stout black and white Tom, shorter than the warriors, but well muscled. Oh! This is Barley, Blue Star explained to the apprentices as they caught up. He lives near this two-leg nest. Hi, meowed the cat. I haven't seen any of your clan for some moons. How are you, Blue Star? I'm well, thank you, replied Blue Star. And you, Barley? How's the prey been running since we last passed by? Not so bad, replied Barley, with an amiable gleam in his eye. One good thing about two legs, you'll always find plenty of rats nearby. The black and white Tom went on. You seem in more of a hurry than usual. Is everything alright? Tigerclaw looked at Barley. A growl rumbled deep in his chest. Firepaw could sense that the warrior was suspicious of the loner's curiosity. I don't like to be away from my clan too long, Blue Star answered smoothly. As always, Blue Star, you are tied to your clan like a queen to her kids. Spoilers? Foreshadowing? Momo's not saying nothing. Oh my gosh, I'm telling y'all, like, reading this back again after years and, like, knowing what I know now is kind of wild. To be like, oh wait, are they referencing something? Observed Barley, not unkindly. What is it you want, Barley? Asked Tigerclaw. Barley flashed him a reproachful look. Well, I just want to warn you that there are 2 dogs here now. You'd be safer going on back into the cornfield instead of past the yard. You know about the dogs. You saw them earlier. We know about the dogs. Tigerclaw began impatiently. We are grateful to you for the warning, interrupted Blue Star. Thank you, Barley. Until next time. Barley flicked his tail. Have a safe journey, he meowed as he bounded away up the track. Come, ordered Blue Star, heading off the track. She pushed her way through the long grass between the path and the fence that led back into the cornfield. The 3 apprentices followed, but Tigerclaw hesitated. You trust the word of a loner? He meowed. Blue Star stopped and turned to face him. Why would you rather face those dogs? They were tied up when we passed them earlier, Tigerclaw pointed out. They may be untied now. We're going this way, meowed Blue Star. She ducked under the fence into the field. Firepaw slipped after her, followed by Greypaw, Ravenpaw, and finally Tigerclaw. By now, the sun had lifted its head above the horizon. The hedgerows sparkled with dew, promising another warm day. The cats padded along the edge of the ditch. Firepaw looked down into the deep gully, steep-sided and filled with needles. Firepaw could smell prey scent. There was something familiar about the bitter odor, but it was one he hadn't smelled for a long time. An ear-splitting squeal made Firepaw whip around. Ravenpaw was struggling and crawling at the earth. Something had a hold of his leg. It was dragging him down into the ditch. What could it possibly be? Rats, spat Tigerclaw. Barley has sent us into a trap. No, surely not. He's just trying to place the blame on, I guess, a loner cat. Honey Zap, welcome on into the stream for the first time. I'm Momo Sakuraichi, a blessing cat girl idol. It's a pleasure to meet ya. For tonight's special on the cafe menu, we are reading through Warriors Book 1. We are currently reading through Chapter 16. Hope you enjoy your time here and hope that you are liking the area so far. Rats, we are rats. Yeah, one of my childhood besties always makes that joke. He's like, oh, rats, we're the rats. Yeah, there's rats. Like, apparently they're feisty. Before they could react, all 5 cats were surrounded. Huge brown rats swarmed out of the ditch, squeaking shrilly. Firepaw could see their sharp front teeth glinting in the early dawn light. Suddenly, one leaped onto Firepaw's shoulder. Fiery pain shot through his shoulder as the rat sank its teeth into his flesh. Another grasped his leg between its powerful jaws. No, I don't know if you remember, or if you have ever had this happen to you, but rodent bites hurt a lot. So much. Momo used to have Pantoro and Morty, my sweet precious little guinea pigs. I think I've been bit by both of them, and I think any rodent pet owner can say that they've been bit at least once by their beloved rodents. But yeah, it hurts. It's not like a dog bite. Well, I say dog bite like if they're playfully biting you, but I don't know. It's like different than any other animal bite. It hurts real bad. Yeah, hello Zenko! How are you? Welcome in. And Gochira! Hi! Oh my goodness. Yeah, hello every kitty. Welcome into Momo's forest. Not the cafe. We took a bit of a road trip tonight for our reading session. We're reading Warriors, Book 1, Into the Wild. We are on chapter 16, in the middle of reading it. So yeah, cozy up with some snacks, a blinky, something to drink, and hope you enjoy Momo's narrating. Hey Momo, where's the... I'm from the... Oh, you're from the raid! Oh, I see. I should make one, shouldn't I? I probably have enough space to make another reading for that. Yeah, I'm not sure how long the raid messages stay active for, because, usually if you're coming in from a raid and you have your raid messages, it'll be like, at least for y'all that are familiar with streaming, and it shows up in OBS, or maybe it shows up in stream too. In chat. So I was like, from person's raid. But, anyways. I wasn't today. Oh. I was gonna say, because they did get raided by Nemi. Momo's Love-Chu Kohai Nemi just a short couple of minutes ago. I think a fairy raided you. Which fairy? Which fairy was it? I have a couple of fairy friends. Hi Arlia! Yeah, hello! Hi! How are you? We are reading some more warrior cats tonight. Firepaw flung himself down and writhed madly, trying to shake free. He knew the rats were not as strong as he was, but there were so many of them. Yowls, hisses, and spits told him that others were also being attacked. Oh, Aiwa! Okay, I kind of figured it was Aiwa. Yeah! When was that? When did Ira raid us last? I'm trying to think. It's been a minute. Yeah, well, welcome back in. Good to see you, Ghosty. Sakurai, how's your day? Mama's day was good. I went and had my work shift. This week is technically my first week where I'm not being trained, so week 2, we're on to week 2, and it's going real good so far. I'm having a lot of fun. Finally meeting just about all of my coworkers and getting to work alongside them. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We really have good vibes there, so yeah. I think today I worked like 4 hours, but tomorrow I'm pretty sure I do 5 or 6, so I'll be there a bit longer. But yeah, it was pretty crazy busy. The being summertime, everyone is out of school now, so. Other than that, what else did Momo do? I made my post for the countdown. We're 2 days out now from the 3.0 soft debut. Well, that's about it. Other than getting ready to stream here. Yeah, it was fun. It was good. It was a good day. I hope it was good for you guys too. I don't want to say names. Oh, that's alright. Yeah, especially, if it's a fellow Love-Chu Kohai. Do not mind that one bit. But I appreciate your, I appreciate that you would think about that. Everyone calling me Ghosty, my street cred. as a what's up, guy? Yeah, yeah. Momo picked up on it because I remembered. Momo remembered that like I also get called Ghosty. I'm like, okay, I might as well call you that too. Always try to stay respectful and yash. I love that. We got Max Aura, Big Chad right here. Alright, hydrated. Let this continue. But yeah, feel free, even though like I'm reading, feel free to like yap and chat with Momo or other Blossom Buds in chat. Hi Reaper! Thank you for joining the helium stream! Yatta! Welcome in. Yeah, get your hours in, while you can. We're working towards your fan badges for the month. It's a brand new month! I know that there are a powerful Blossomers that were trying to hurriedly, catch up to get their other tier badges. Which, oh my gosh! I've just been, I've been so focused! I've been so focused on 3.0 stuff for our soft debut that I forgot to post! It's only what? It's only day 2 or 3, right? I gotta do my monthly appreciation post. Okay, I'm gonna do that after stream. Bonk. I bonked myself. Bad Momo. Thank you, Honey Zap, for the follow and the stars. Thank you. We are, I think, now 5 cafe customers away. Yes, from hitting 600. Yes. Oh my goodness. There's gonna be so many exciting things to post about. I'm gonna get over the Star Sweeper. It's all good. It's a running joke that I hate, but I don't. Also a member of another Love-Chu members community, but as a sec, I won't mention name. Didn't you come in from Kira Kira's? Yeah. Kira Kira Ashtar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was who rated us last as far as the... Well, I was about to say as far as Love-Chu members go, but then we just had, Nyami come in here like 20 minutes ago or something, yeah? Love my Love-Chu kohais and senpais. And genmates. Gojira, thank you so much for the head pat. I thought I was gonna get bonked for, not remembering the post about my monthly stuff. I just had so much going on for me lately. I'll be sure to post that though later tonight. I promise. I promise my green bud. Sorry. I apologize. I don't even know anymore. Yeah. It's been a bit. It's been a while since Momo has been back here to do some fun stream times with y'all. There are at least a good couple of hours, since I've have my paws full with working at my new job and training and all that. But yeah, hope y'all look forward to this Thursday for the soft debut, and we'll be using Momo's 3.0 model for the whole week. Yeah, I'm doing lots of monsters. Is stream lagging or is that me? Let me check Twitch. Oh, yeah, it sure is. It sure is. Looks like Wi-Fi Chan is starting to have a crash out. Oh no. Sorry guys. Well, at least it was okay at the start of stream. It might possibly be because I am currently uploading some YouTube videos, but I really need to make sure that those get uploaded before our week-long streamathon because I need more storage. I need more space on my PC so we can, upload those VODs to YouTube. So, shoot! Yeah, sorry, Chad. I do not think it was like that before when we first started. So, yeah, we might raid out now. So sorry, guys. That sucks. Here, how about we raid into Nyo, who also reads the Warrior Cat. She usually does like Warrior Cats Wednesdays. I know I missed it by day, but what are you gonna do? Sorry, chat. I would close out. Of my uploads, but I kind of have to upload my videos to YouTube. I realized because last time we were having this issue where stream was crashing out. I took down my YouTube uploads and then I just like restarted my PC, and then I started stream up again and it was perfectly fine. So I assumed that it was because I was uploading YouTube videos. Oh, no, perfect. Yes. Mama loves no. Hello, cat girl. Yeah, okie dokie chat. Well, apologies again for the sudden internet crash out. I will not be here tomorrow on Wednesday since I'll be spending time with Ed while he, gets ready to head out to his work site on Thursday. So Wednesday I'll spend all day with him, and then Thursday is when I'll come back and we'll start a week-long streamathon. I'm off from work, so remember that that'll be at 3 p.m. CST. I'm not sure if I have that up. Oh, I might have it on my stream schedule here on Twitch, so yeah, be sure to mark your calendars and set your alarms for the soft debut. We're gonna have lots of fun with that and less scuff with the internet. Okay, Senora Ricky, bye-bye.